Now, Heartland Sports with Luke Randall.
Another day in the books for the Southeast Missourian Christmas Tournament. We had 4 semifinal teams: Scott City, Woodland, Notre Dame, and Jackson, who would be playing for the championship. First up, Notre Dame hoping to reach their first title game since 2020. Jackson looking to make a 3rd straight trip. Blaine Reagan right here takes a slap to the face, and this is a real slap to the face. Notre Dame down handily after 1 quarter, so Jackson well in control of this one. They can cruise if they want to. They do not. They apply more pressure. Indians. Drew Respondek pokes it loose. Will Thomas driving up the court. Eventually, Ty Forrest makes the decision, passes it to Britt Crowden, and the junior sinks a 3 right there. Now it's time for number 3, Will Thomas, to hit a 3 of his own. Cool as you like, and in it goes. Outside and inside, Jackson just dominated this one. John Ernst right there. Notre Dame, they did not hit double digits till the second half, and it actually took a while into the second half. You see just over 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter right there. Brutal night for the Bulldogs. Great one for the Jackson Indians, who secure a spot in the championship game. Now the second semifinal, neither Scott City nor Woodland has played for the championship this millennia. So either way, we're getting some sort of history, and the Rams, they would like it to be them in the title game. Braden Walton takes it himself right here, gets a score, and then Caden Lowry able to find Jackson Gloth, usually the quarterback of this team, but Gloth going in right there, going up for 2. Hey, do you want to know why Woodland is the 3-time reigning cross-country champions? It's because their endurance is incredible. Right there, the steal, Calvin Layton able to take it himself, and this is just a theme. It keeps on happening in this game. The press working so well for Woodland. Jackson shock, no look pass to Peyton Meek right there, and then it's Layton again a moment later with the steal, finds Corbin Kinder, who speeds down, and a layup. It kept on happening in this one. Layton had a phenomenal game. The endurance kept him firing. That was the end of the 1st quarter right there. Layton's layup beat the buzzer, and the Cardinals would continue with a strong 2nd quarter inside right there. Cameron McCormick, and to cap off a dominant day, Layton going to get a shot right here, takes it in the face, and goes. There we go. Corbin Kinder's all fired up, and Woodland's fired up. Cardinals headed to the championship game for the first time since 1976. So here it is, the Woodland Cardinals versus the Jackson Indians. Tip-off in this game set for 7:30 tomorrow night. Meanwhile, in Bloomfield, a shocker in the semifinals. Van Buren takes out Dexter. Bulldogs will play for their first ever Bloomfield Christmas Tournament title tomorrow night, and they'll play the reigning champions Poxico, who handily defeated Twin Rivers just moments ago. Tip-off in that one, 8:30 tomorrow night. And in the El Dorado Holiday Tournament Championship, moments ago, for the first time in program history, the Carterville Lions are the champions of El Dorado. An incredible 59-28 dominating win over Anna Jonesboro to do it. Congratulations to the Lions for their first ever tournament title, and congrats to Murray State. The Racers are 3-0 in MVC play.